So the day has finally come. I am upgrading my PC. I'm just going to Canada Computers now to go pick up the parts. Unfortunately, I have to drive like half an hour to get there, but I've already put in my order, so I'm just doing like a curbside pickup. So hopefully it won't take too long once I'm there. Let's get driving. Also, I haven't driven my car in like 5 days, so the brakes are gonna be all rusty and it's gonna be a bit of an experience. Cool. Okay guys, so I'm at Canada Computers. There are 3 curbside pickup parking spots and they are all full. So I guess I just have to wait until one of them moves. So I guess I'm just gonna wait here and do nothing for a little while. Line's busy. Yeah, I've called a couple times in the past like 10 minutes and the line has been busy. I'm not really upset or anything because they're obviously really busy, and also they have to put all these extra safety measures in place, so plus I don't have anything to do anyways, so I guess I'm just gonna wait here. Okay, I finally got through to them on the phone. They're coming out. I just have to have my ID ready. Hey.
Cool, thank you. And just wanna grab that.
Thank you.
And fly away. All right, have a good one.
Thanks, you too. And now I have a half an hour drive home. All right, I will see you guys back in my room. Okay, I'm back in my room now. Everything is sanitized. I just want to walk you guys through what I got. So the main star of this upgrade is the Ryzen 3700X. Yeah, that's, I just had to double check there. So this is an 8-core 16-thread CPU, which will be great for editing. This upgrade isn't really going to improve my gaming performance that much, but it's going to help out a lot with more like multi-threaded processes like photo and video editing, which is my main goal here. Then we have the Asus Prime X57 Pro motherboard. It's got Asus Aurora Sync. I don't know if I'm gonna use that, but apparently it's good for overclocking and it has 2 M.2 slots. Which brings me to this. This isn't gonna be my only storage. I'm supplementing my current storage with this. This is a NVMe SSD from WD, and it is 1 terabyte. And on the box here, it says it has a 2,400 megabyte per second read speed, so that's pretty sick. My games will launch much faster if they're installed on here. And finally, we have this G-Skills Trident Z RGB RAM. I did get RGB RAM. It was on sale, but yeah, I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm also gonna start changing the color scheme in my PC. I have these rings that came with the Corsair fans I have on my computer, and I'm just going to switch out the red ones for the white ones. Because I'm switching out my red motherboard for a black and white motherboard. So yeah, I do have this big red thing in here that I painted a while ago. I might sand it down and repaint it white, but that'll have to be for another day. So there's really only 3 things I need for this as far as tools go. Just a Phillips head screwdriver. This one's magnetic, so I don't drop screws inside the computer. Thermal paste for the CPU, and a knife to open the boxes. Cue the computer building sequence. Okay guys, the motherboard, CPU, RAM, and SSD are all installed. Now it's time to start it up and make sure it actually works. I didn't do any testing for any of the parts. I didn't do any test boots or anything. So there is a chance that some of these parts don't work and this just won't start up. So nothing's coming on the screen. That's fun. So I don't think it's a power issue. I think I'm just gonna try the RAM in different slots and see if that works. I didn't do any test boots or anything. There is a chance that some of these parts don't work and this just won't start up. Okay guys, so it's the next day. Unfortunately, one of the parts is dead and I can't tell which one. Because the only real way to tell which part is the dead one is to substitute in other parts, and I don't have substitute parts. So I just gotta return everything and hopefully they'll replace all of it. Or at the very least tell me which part isn't working and replace that one. So now I'm going back to the store that's half an hour away from my house. This is fun. Okay, so I just waited in line for a while. They're pretty busy because there's only I think there's only like 3 of them working in the whole store. Basically the guy said I can change out whatever parts aren't working, but I don't know exactly what parts aren't working. So I got the CPU and the motherboard changed out for a brand new one. They're exactly the same, but they're different. I kept the RAM and the SSD because I don't think they were, well, I know the SSD wasn't the problem, but I don't think the RAM was the issue because I was switching both of them out and trying them in different slots and it still wasn't doing anything. So I'm fairly confident with a new CPU and motherboard, this system should work. So now I gotta drive all the way back home and I'm gonna reinstall the system and just basically redo everything I did yesterday, and hopefully by the end of it, it all works. I'll see you guys back at the house. Alright, so it is actually a few days later. The PC's built, it's running. After multiple trips to the computer store and exchanging parts, I finally got it to work. And so far it's been great. I've already edited one video on my computer, my 1000 subscriber video. That was all done on my new desktop rather than on my Mac. And it was great. I didn't notice any stuttering or any lagging in playback or anything like that. I also noticed a bigger boost in gaming performance than I was expecting. I guess I didn't realize how much my GPU was being bottlenecked by my old processor, but I've noticed like a solid 20 to 30% increase in frames per second in most games. So that's pretty great. I wasn't really expecting that, but I got it anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it inside the computer. There's that one bar at the front of the computer that hides the cables. That when I bought the case, that was black. I painted it red to match my components, but now I'm switching from sort of a red and black theme to a white and black theme. So there are some cosmetic upgrades I want to do to the computer still. The first one is painting that thing white. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on how to use high heat spray paint in your computer. And the other one is I want to, well, this one has some functionality. I want to switch over from a non-modular power supply to a modular power supply, like fully modular, and then get custom cables for it. So not only will that clear up the massive amount of cables sitting in behind my computer that aren't doing anything, but it'll also make the cables that you do see look much nicer because they'll be like different colors and braided and they'll just look nicer. Then I want to get a 240mm all-in-one cooling system for my CPU that I can hopefully mount in the front of the case. Then I can get some amazing overclocking performance, hopefully, out of Ryzen. So those are all the upgrades I still want to do. Eventually I'm going to upgrade my graphics card, but graphics cards are so expensive right now. Bitcoin mining and just all the cryptocurrency mining completely just ruined the graphics card market. So that upgrade will probably come at a later date. Oh, and I can't forget, I'm gonna do a cable management video. I keep saying it, but it will happen because there's just a rat's nest of cables under my desk right now. But yeah, I think that's all I have to show you. I guess we're gonna end it off with some dope B-roll of the PC. There will be more videos in this series to come. So stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Can't forget to mention my social media links are in the description. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Enjoy some B-roll.